Somewhere out in your yard right now, in the tall grass along the fence, in that shady strip under the trees, in the pile of leaves you keep meaning to rake, there are ticks waiting. Not a few, potentially hundreds, and every one of them is carrying the chance of Lyme disease or one of a half dozen other illnesses that can wreck your health for months or even years. Here's the part that should make you angry. Most people either do nothing because they think it's hopeless, or they pay an exterminator $80 to $200 a visit several times a season to fog the entire yard with chemicals. And neither of those is what actually works. Because the truth is, you can knock the tick population in your yard down by around 90% yourself for the cost of a cheap bottle of concentrate and one focused afternoon, if you understand the one thing the pros know that almost nobody else does. So today, I'm walking you through the exact cheap DIY system that clears the ticks out of your yard and keeps them out. The same approach professionals charge a fortune for. Stick around because the single most important step is the one people always skip, and it's the reason ticks keep coming back no matter what you spray. And tell me in the comments, have you already pulled a tick off yourself, a kid, or a dog this year? Let's start with the insight that changes everything. Because if you get this one idea, the rest of it gets easy and cheap. Ticks do not live all over your lawn. That open, sunny, mowed grass in the middle of your yard, ticks hate it. It's a death zone for them, because ticks dry out and die in direct sun and open air. They can't survive the heat and the low humidity out in the middle of a mowed lawn. What ticks actually need is shade, moisture, and cover. That means they are concentrated in very specific zones. The tall grass and weeds along your fence line, the shady edge where your lawn meets the woods or a neighbor's overgrown yard, the leaf litter under your trees and shrubs, the mulch beds up against the house, the woodpile, and the tall growth around a shed or a stone wall. Studies of suburban yards have found that the overwhelming majority of ticks live within about 3 yards of the lawn's edge, the border between the neat grass and the wild stuff. So here's what that means for your wallet and your weekend. You do not need to treat your whole yard. You need to hit that thin band around the edges, the shady spots, and the transition zones. Spraying the open middle of your lawn is a waste of money and chemicals. Target the edges, and you win. Now, step 1, and this is that most skipped step I promised, the one that matters more than any spray. Take away the habitat. Ticks are fragile. Dry them out and expose them to sun, and they simply die. No chemicals required. So before you spend $1 on any product, you make your yard a hostile place for them. Start by mowing your lawn a little shorter around the edges and keeping it mowed, because tall grass holds the humidity ticks depend on. Rake up and remove leaf litter, especially along the tree line and against the house. That damp layer of dead leaves is a 5-star tick hotel. Clear out tall weeds and brush along fences and walls. Move the wood pile away from the house and up off the ground, and get it into the sun, because wood piles are where mice live, and mice are the #1 thing feeding ticks. More on that in a minute. Prune back shrubs and low tree branches to let sunlight and air hit the ground and dry it out. None of this costs anything but a little sweat, and it can cut your tick numbers dramatically on its own, because you're destroying the damp, shady shelter they cannot live without. Skip this step and go straight to spraying, and you're just knocking back ticks in a yard that's still perfectly built to grow more of them. Step 2. Build a barrier the ticks won't cross. This is a professional trick that costs almost nothing and works around the clock. Ticks won't willingly crawl across a wide strip of hot, dry, open material. It's like a moat to them. So wherever your lawn meets the woods, a wild area, tall grass, or dense beds, lay down a 3-foot wide strip of dry wood chips or gravel as a border between the two. That dry, sun-baked band physically separates the tick zone from the part of the yard where your family actually walks and plays, and ticks are extremely reluctant to cross it. Put your patio, play sets, hammocks, and seating well inside that barrier, out in the open, sunny part of the yard, never tucked up against the tree line or the tall grass. A single delivery of wood chips is cheap, and a lot of tree companies will drop a load for free, and this one barrier keeps working every single day without you lifting a finger. Quick gut check before we get to the spray and the secret weapon, because these next steps are where you actually crush the population. And the last one is a trick almost nobody has heard of that quietly wipes out ticks at the source. So stick with me. Step 3. the perimeter spray, done the smart way. This is where a cheap concentrate beats an expensive exterminator, because you're going to spray exactly the same active ingredient the pros use, just without the service fee. The workhorse for yard ticks is an insecticide called bifenthrin. You'll find it in concentrates like bifenthrin, where one bottle of around $25 mixes into many gallons of finished spray, enough to treat an average yard's edges several times over. Permethrin is another proven option that does the same job. Here's the smart part. You do not blanket the whole lawn. You spray that same 3 to 5 yard border zone, the lawn edges, the fence lines, the shady bed margins, the base of the woodpile in the shed, and the transition into the woods. Use a simple pump sprayer or a hose end sprayer, coat the grass, the ground, and the low vegetation in those border areas until damp, and you're done. Treating just the edges means you use a fraction of the product, you spend a fraction of the money, and you keep chemicals away from the open areas where your kids and pets spend their time. Timing matters too. The biggest wave of young ticks hits in spring and early summer, so an application around late spring and a second one in midsummer covers the worst of the season. For most yards, 2 well-timed perimeter sprays a year is all it takes. One serious warning on that spray, because I will never tell you to trash your yard to fix a problem. Bifenthrin and permethrin are extremely toxic to bees and to fish. So never spray it on flowers or anything in bloom. Keep it away from your vegetable garden, and never let it get near a pond, a creek, or a storm drain. Spray in the early morning or the evening when bees aren't active. Aim low at the grass and leaf litter where the ticks actually are, not up into flowering plants, and you protect the pollinators while you kill the ticks. Done right, you target the pests and leave the good bugs alone. Now step 4, the secret weapon, the trick that separates people who actually solve their tick problem from people who fight it forever. To understand it, you have to know where ticks come from in the first place. Ticks don't spawn out of thin air. A young tick gets infected with Lyme and other diseases by taking its first blood meal from a small animal. And the number one host, the animal responsible for infecting the majority of ticks in a typical yard, is the white-footed mouse. Mice are little tick factories. A single mouse can carry dozens of feeding ticks at once, and it lives right there in your woodpile, your stone wall, and your shed. So if you attack the mice, you attack ticks at the source, before they ever grow up to bite you. And there's a brilliant, cheap product built to do exactly that, tick tubes. These are simply cardboard tubes stuffed with cotton that's been treated with permethrin. You scatter them around the mouse zones, along the fence, near the woodpile, under shrubs, along stone walls. The mice find the cotton, they take it back to line their nests, and the permethrin-treated cotton kills the young ticks living on the mice and in the nest, without harming the mouse and without you spraying a wide area. You can buy tick tubes ready-made, and people who use them across a full season often see a dramatic drop in ticks the following year, because you've broken the life cycle at its very root. It feels almost too clever, but that's exactly why it works. You're killing the ticks before they ever become your problem. Step 5. Cut off the big hosts and let nature help you. The other animal fueling your tick problem is deer. The adult ticks feed and mate on deer, and a deer wandering through drops fed, egg-laying female ticks right into your yard. You don't have to fence out the world, but a few moves help a lot. Take down the bird feeders that also draw on mice and deer, especially through tick season, and choose plants deer tend to leave alone, or fence off the most vulnerable beds so your yard is less of a deer highway. And here's the good news. You've got free help. Opossums are tick-eating machines. A single opossum can hoover up thousands of ticks in a season, so that ugly critter waddling through your yard at night is one of the best pest control workers you've got, and you should leave it be. If you've got the setup for it, a few chickens or guinea fowl will patrol your yard and eat ticks by the beakful. Work with nature instead of against it, and it does a chunk of the job for free. Now let's talk about the natural, lower chemical options, because not everyone wants to reach for bifenthrin, and there are real choices that help. Cedar oil is the standout. Ticks genuinely hate cedar, and cedar oil yard sprays are marketed specifically for ticks and are far gentler on the good bugs and on pets, so you can use them closer to patios and play areas. Diatomaceous earth, that fine powder of fossilized algae, works mechanically by drying out and shredding insects on contact, and a light dusting along dry border areas can help knock ticks back. Just know it only works while it's dry, so it's useless right after rain or heavy dew. These natural tools generally aren't quite as flat-out lethal as the synthetic sprays, and they need reapplying more often, but stacked on top of the habitat work and the barrier, they can absolutely be enough for a lot of yards, especially if your tick pressure isn't severe. Let me save you from the mistakes that cost people money and keep them losing this fight. The first is fogging the entire lawn, either paying to have it done or doing it yourself, which wastes product and money on the open, sunny middle where ticks don't even live, while dumping unnecessary chemicals where your family plays. Target the edges instead. The second is treating once and quitting. Ticks come in waves through the season, so a single spray in April does nothing for the ticks that show up in July. You need that spring and midsummer rhythm. The third, and the biggest, is spraying and spraying while completely ignoring the habitat and the hosts, leaving the leaf litter, the woodpile against the house, the tall grass, and the mice all in place, which is like bailing a boat without plugging the hole. And the fourth is forgetting to protect yourselves while you fix the yard. Treat your outdoor clothes and shoes with a 0.5% permethrin spray, which bonds to the fabric and kills ticks on contact through several washes. Do a tick check every time you come in from the yard or the woods, and run the same checks on your dog, because pets drag ticks right back to the house. So let's bring it all together, because the system is simple once you see it. Ticks live only in the shady, damp, overgrown edges of your yard. So you take that habitat away by mowing, raking, and clearing. You build a 3-foot dry barrier so they can't cross into your living space. You hit just the border zones with a cheap bifenthrin or cedar oil spray twice a season, instead of paying an exterminator. You kill them at the source with tick tubes that wipe them out on the mice, and you let the opossums and the chickens mop up the rest. Do that, and you take a yard that's quietly dangerous and turn it into one your kids and your dog can actually run around in, for the price of a bottle of concentrate and one good afternoon, not hundreds of dollars a season forever. The exterminator was never the answer. Understanding the ticks was. If this helped you feel a little safer about sending the family out into the yard, do me a favor and hit subscribe. This is Yardworthy, where we show you how to get the yard you want without wasting money. I'll see you in the next one.